What if a single supplication could define the balance between divine mercy and divine justice, between provision and accountability, between the comfort of this world and the reality of the next? In Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 126, we are invited into a moment where Prophet Ibrahim, peace be upon him, stands before Allah, not asking for himself, but for a land, a people, and generations yet to come. This is not just a prayer, it is a blueprint for how divine giving operates. Now let us walk through this verse slowly, phrase by phrase, allowing its meanings to unfold within us. And remember when Ibrahim said, the verse begins by anchoring us in remembrance. The Quran does not narrate history as mere information. It revives it as a living moment. When Ibrahim speaks, it is not just a past event. It is a spiritual state we are invited to enter. There is a subtle lesson here. True prayer emerges from presence. Ibrahim is not making a casual request. He is standing in a state of deep awareness before his Lord. This reminds us that the value of a prayer is not only in its words, but in the presence behind it. My Lord, make this a secure city. Notice the order. Ibrahim does not ask for wealth first. He asks for security. Security outward or peace inward is the foundation upon which all blessings rest. Without it, abundance becomes meaningless. A heart that is restless cannot enjoy provision. A society without peace cannot sustain prosperity. But this security is not merely physical. It includes safety from fear, stability of faith, protection from inner chaos. It is as if Ibrahim is saying, O Allah, create an environment where hearts can rest, where souls can grow, where prayer can flourish. And reflect deeply, how often do we reverse this order in our own lives? We chase provision before seeking inner stability, and provide its people with fruits. Only after asking for security does Ibrahim ask for provision. This sequencing is precise, deliberate, and deeply instructive. Fruits here symbolize provision in its most refined form, not just survival, but nourishment, beauty, and delight. Fruits are not the bare minimum. They are a sign of generosity. There is also a subtle indication. Makkah is not naturally a land of agriculture. So this is not a request based on apparent means. It is a prayer rooted in trust that Allah can bring abundance, even where means seem absent. For us, this opens a door of hope. Provision is not limited by what we see. It flows from the unseen treasures of Allah. For whoever among them believes in Allah in the last day. Here, Ibrahim qualifies his request. He ties provision to faith. Why? Because he understands that true benefit lies not in receiving, but in how one relates to the giver. Provision without faith can become a veil rather than a blessing. This reflects a deep prophetic concern. Let those who receive also recognize. It teaches us that the highest form of provision is that which draws a person closer to Allah, not that which distances them. Allah said, and whoever disbelieves. Now comes a divine response that shifts the entire perspective. Allah does not restrict provision only to the believers. Instead, he declares that even the one who disbelieves will receive. This is a profound unveiling of divine mercy. Allah's lordship encompasses all. His giving is not limited by humans' recognition. His generosity precedes our worthiness. At a human level, we often give based on who deserves. But divine giving operates on a higher plane. It is expansive, encompassing, and beyond our limited frameworks. I will grant him enjoyment for a little. Yet this enjoyment is described as a little. Here lies the balance. Worldly provision, no matter how vast, is ultimately temporary. It is like a shadow, present but fleeting. The verse gently awakens us from illusion. Do not mistake temporary comfort for ultimate success. There is a sensation here, a subtle unease, when one realizes that everything in this world, no matter how beautiful, carries within it the mark of impermanence. Then I will compel him to the punishment of the fire. The tone now shifts from mercy to justice. The word compel indicates inevitability. It removes the illusion that one can indefinitely escape accountability. The same Lord who provides without discrimination also judges with perfect fairness. This duality is essential. Without mercy, hope would vanish. Without justice, meaning would collapse. The verse holds both in perfect equilibrium, and wretched is the destination. The conclusion is stark. It does not elaborate. It leaves a weight in the heart. After all the enjoyment, all the comfort, all the apparent success, if the journey ends in loss, what was its true value? This final phrase echoes like a quiet warning within the soul. It invites introspection. Where am I heading? What is the end of my current path? Am I seeking provision, or am I seeking the one who provides? A living reflection. This verse is not merely about a city. It is about a pattern of divine dealing with creation. It teaches us, seek security before abundance. Value faith alongside provision. Recognize the difference between temporary enjoyment and eternal success. Understand that divine mercy is vast, but accountability is certain. And perhaps most importantly, it teaches us how to make prayer with wisdom, with order, with awareness of both dunya and akhirah. Pause for a moment. Let this verse settle within you. Feel its weight, its balance, its invitation. If this reflection stirred something in your heart, don't let it pass. Return to this verse, recite it, sit with it in silence. Let it reshape how you see provision, security, and success. And if you seek more such contemplative unveilings of the Quran, journeys that bridge history with the depths of the soul, stay connected because the path inward is vast, and every verse is a doorway waiting to be opened.